Since we started having kids, this was our dream.
A dream that Rebecca and Moses Yingling says has been a nightmare.
This waterfall is supposed to be about 3 feet high with an actual waterfall that goes into the pool. But unfortunately, they haven't come back to finish this either.
From unfinished work to missing parts of their job.
We're still waiting on our ladder. We're missing a handrail over here.
And it's a more than $100,000 job that the Yinglings contracted with Backyard Leisure of Raleigh more than a year ago in June of 2024.
All right, we are pulling the trigger. We're going to go with you guys. Like, no problem. We'll have you done by September.
At first, the Yinglings said there was a delay due to permitting issues because of their septic tank lines, but that got resolved and the permit was approved in October.
They started digging the hole and putting in the plumbing and the electrical, and then they ordered the shell and they dropped the shell in November, put water in it to level it down.
The couple says Backyard Leisure said the rest of the job, like the pump, heater, and filter, would not be done until after the holidays. But months later, still nothing.
He said the week of March 31st, your equipment is in. It's going to be installed sometime this week, blah, blah, blah. He never showed up that week.
Not even a phone call, nothing
to
tell us.
Why nobody showed up. They just don't come.
Meanwhile, their pool sat like this.
We have pulled over 70 frogs out of the pool so far. We've had all sorts of larvae and stuff hatching.
Oh, dragonfly nymphs.
Dragonfly nymphs.
And they are not alone. We have heard from several Backyard Leisure customers also left with unfinished work when it comes to pools. This customer says he paid in full for an in-ground pool, also in 2024. And while you can see the shell of the pool was put in, he says Backyard Leisure did not return to finish the job. And take a look at this job from a customer in Lillington. It's what she said she was left with after contracting with Backyard Leisure in January of this year. Paid in full more than $50,000 and says she was promised the job would be completed in May, but it never happened, and eventually paid another company to finish it. And this big hole is what a customer in Creedmoor says is all Backyard Leisure did on her job after paying $36,000 in February. She says she was promised several completion dates, but it didn't happen. And check out what this Backyard Leisure customer in Clayton is left with. She says the company installed the pool in April, but that's it. The rest of the job, she says, is still not done.
Their promise was that they would deliver the...
And this is not the first time we've investigated Backyard Leisure. In the spring of 2024, we heard from several customers who ordered hot tubs, but they weren't delivered by the promised delivery date. After we got involved in 2024, Backyard Leisure said those customers were told delivery dates by mistake. And after our involvement, several of the customers did get what they ordered. During that investigation in 2024, the North Carolina Attorney General's office said they were reviewing just under 20 cases. Fast forward to now, more than a year later, the Attorney General's office says they have more than 60 complaints. Some of those cases have been resolved, and that office is investigating Backyard Leisure but has not taken action yet. When I reached out to Backyard Leisure on the most recent cases involving unfinished pools, the owner said with this Creedmoor job where only a hole was dug, he blamed the customer changing the job along with permitting issues and all the rain we've had. But his company did go back and fill the hole and promised a refund. The customer says they're still waiting for their refund. As for the other jobs, he did not answer specifically each case, but said while they have had issues in the past, this delay is due to abnormal rainfall. He says they've had success in installing about 80% of their pools this year, but they have had several projects that keep getting rained out or are just too muddy to work.
So frustrating. But for us, the worst part is that every time we turn around, they're giving us another date.
Crews did show up this week and take a look at the difference from before to now. Progress. As the Yingling's pump, filter, and heater were installed, they say they're still waiting for electrician. And as for the pool, they still need a few items done, including the water wall and the pool cleaned up, but say they are hoping that happens soon.
Well, the Yinglings got progress. Others say they heard nothing from Backyard Leisure and eventually gave up and paid another company to finish their job. Now, the best advice when it comes to big jobs like this, do not pay in full until the job is done. The customers we talked with said they were hesitant to do that, but since they saw progress, they paid in full. As I said, Backyard Leisure promised their jobs would get done right away. I'm troubleshooter Diane Wilson, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.